Hello, my YouTube family. Oh, there's never a dull moment here. I'm going to try to make this short, but don't I always say that? I'm surprised. I'm surprised that I'm still alive. I'm surprised that I'm still have a heart that's beating. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised because maybe I should be in the hospital and with tubes all in me, taking care of lowering my blood pressure because let's do lips of the day and I will tell you the story. Okay. So this was okay. The whole look has to do with the story, but let's just focus on my lips. Let's just focus on my lips, and I will tell you the rest of it as I continue with the story. So let's just do lips. Just focus right here. Let me even move up a little closer for you. It's a nude, obviously. It is a nude, and let us start off with the liner as we always do. NYX Rose Brown, lined and filled, is a nude. It's a Maybelline Color Sensational lipstick. Remember these? Color Sensational? This was in the brown family. And is it Color Sensational? Yeah, Color Sensational. Yep. Color Sensational. And the lipstick is number 215, Totally Toffee. I don't know if y'all be able to see that. You see 215. It's Totally Toffee. And this is what Totally Toffee looks like. It is a nude. This is a brownie nude, one of the brownie nudes that I like. And I don't know, it's so close to my skin tone. I don't know if you'll be able to see it really. It's right there. Can you see it ever so? That is it. That is all. Oh, you know what? Now let me try to turn on the light. If it's doing disco, yeah, it's doing disco. Let's try to keep it there. This four-legged creature. Yeah. Those lights are just, it's pitiful. It's just going to die out. Okay, so that's lips of the day. That's it. I did the liner. I showed you Totally Toffee. It's very close to my skin tone. There it is. There is Totally Toffee. And I had to put a clear gloss on top because it by itself didn't work. So I put my MAC. I put my MAC lip gloss as a little topper. Okay? That is lips of the day. Let us get on with my day. Let us get on with this creature. My four-legged son, who wants, I don't know if he wants to kill his owner. Maybe he wants me to just have a heart attack and just die so he could inherit the house. I didn't write a will. I didn't put his ass in there. I don't know what he wants to do. Okay. So, okay, let's look at my face. Look at my face. What's missing? Nope, not the earrings. Got the earrings. Nope, not blush. Got blush. Got blush. Obviously, I have lipstick. What's missing? Let's start off with mascara. I wanted to put some eyeshadow on. I didn't do my brows. I was in the midst of finishing up my face when the doorbell rang early this morning. So it was ringing downstairs. I can hear when somebody's ringing downstairs for Pop. And it kept ringing and ringing. And I said, oh, this person really wants my father. So I went downstairs, and it turns out it was the Con Ed guy. Okay. So I went downstairs. I didn't have my keys or anything. So he said, hi, I just want to read your Con Ed. I said, oh, okay, hold on just a moment. So I went back upstairs. I got the keys. I opened up the front door for the Con Ed man. He closed the door. Opened up Pop's door. I kept my door open. Because when the doorbell rang and I jumped up to go downstairs, he ran, so I thought, under the bed. Well, okay. So, in 2 seconds, the guy read the meter. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Okay. I'm closing Pop's door. I'm going upstairs. I'm closing my door. Now, I forgot that I didn't finish my face. But I looked at the time, and it's normally the time that I leave. So, totally forgetting that I didn't do mascara. I didn't put my eyeshadow on. I didn't do my brows. I know that I was in the middle of doing blush. I had finished the blush, and my lipstick was in my case, so I usually put my lipstick at work. Totally forgot. So I put my bag on my shoulder, got my keys in my hand, and normally Tom is usually, every morning, he's usually at the window and he's looking at the birds. Well, it was raining today, so there was no birds really to look at. But I left the shades open for him, so, for him to look out. I didn't see him there, and I said, oh, the guy downstairs probably scared him, whatever. I looked under the bed because that's normally where he goes. He's not under the bed. So I said, oh, okay, probably he's behind the sofa. Looked underneath the sofa, behind the sofa. No. I said, okay, we've done this before. So and now my heart is starting to race just a little bit. I said, okay. I know I didn't leave the front door to outside open long enough for him to run out there. I know I didn't do that. So I went downstairs, opened up my father's part of the house. Tom. Yeah, now you're looking at me. Tom. I'm looking for him all over the place, calling his name. I'm looking. Can't find him anywhere. Now the time is ticking, and I know I'm going to be late. So I said, okay, sweet Jesus, have mercy. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I have to go. And I can't leave both doors open. So I'm going to close my father's door, and I'm going to close my door, and I'm just going to pray that he's upstairs. He's upstairs. I just know he's upstairs. Going to work, and it's just, what am I going to do? So at around 11:30, I couldn't take it anymore. I said, I have to find out where he is. Heart palpitating, cold sweats in my hand, sneezing a lot. I don't know what the sneezing has to do with it, but I was sneezing a lot today. So anyway, I said, okay, I've got to call my father. And maybe he can, hopefully he's home and he can check on Tom for me. So I called Pop, and I think I woke him up because he sounded so groggy, because he works the graveyard shift. So he comes, his shift ends at around 8:15, somewhere around there. So he just wants to go home and go to sleep. I don't blame him. The man is, he is 84, 85, like he's in his 80s. And, as much rest as he can get, he's going to get. So when he answered the phone, I knew he was groggy, and I felt instantly guilty. But I'm also worried about my cat. That's my baby. So I said, Pop, I'm sorry to disturb you. But could you really do me a favor? And he said, sure. What do you want me to do? I said, the Con Ed man came. I left the doors open. I couldn't find Tom upstairs. Could you please check to see if he is downstairs with you? And if so, could you just direct him back up the stairs? And he said, sure, not a problem. Don't worry about it. I said, I'll call you at 12. Because I called him at 11:30. I said, I'll give you, half an hour. I'll call you at 12. He's like, okay, no problem. So I 12:05, I called back. And I said, did you find him? And he said, guess where he was? I said, oh, Lord. At least he found him. I said, where was he? He said, the sunroom, the room, my little reading room. I said, was he in there? He said he was reading his newspaper. I said, what? He says, I have a lot of papers on the floor, right? And normally I keep my papers, my newspaper down. I said, was he on the newspaper? He said, yes, he was on the news. He was reading. I said, okay, thank you, Pop. He said, I saw him. I said, did you startle him? Did he get scared? He goes, oh, no. I opened up the front door, I opened up your door, and he just sauntered right back up the stairs like, thank you, because, my mom forgot me down here, so I was just waiting for you to come home so you could open the door so I could go upstairs. So this is my father telling me this, and I was cracking up and relieved at the same time. So I said, oh, thank you very much. And he said, what was the problem? I said, the Con Ed man came, and I explained it to him again. And he said, oh, the doors, you left the door. I said, yes, I left the doors open. I said, I didn't realize, because when the bell rang, he ran under the bed, or so I thought. And him being a little pitter-patter of a cat, I can't hear when he comes down the stairs. The stairs are covered with carpet. This whole place is carpeted. So I can't hear Jack when he's roaming around, unless he's running around. Then I can hear him. But when he's just walking, the only place I can really hear him is in the kitchen, because the kitchen is not carpeted. But that's the only time. But other than that, every place else other than the bathroom is carpeted. So I said, thank you very much, Pop, because I was, he says, yeah, I know you were worried. Don't worry about it. Your kid is fine. Your kid is fine. So I said, thank you very much. I'll talk to you tonight. So that was that, people. So that was that. Then comes this afternoon, late this afternoon, at around 4 o'clock. Have you guys seen a Walgreens or a CVS commercial where I think this month or this week or in the next 2 weeks or whatever, you have to keep a green light lit for veterans and all of this, and it lets us recognize veterans for Veterans Day. So, okay, there was an email stating that all the offices of my company, all my company's offices, the reception area will have a green light lit, this. And I'm looking at my reception area and I'm like, well, where are they going to put this green light? Because I would really like to know. Nobody tells me anything. I'm just supposed to accept everything. So Hopalong's boss bought this sad, pitiful lamp with a green bulb. We plugged the lamp. First of all, there's really no place in the reception area for this particular ornament. So they wanted to put it next to, because my desk is situated, it's situated like a square. It's situated like a square. So I've got like room here, like a desktop here, and of course the front desk. So they wanted to put it over here. So I said, okay, you can put it over there. Well, the bulb is green, right, people? Why are you buying a lamp with a thick brown shade? We plugged it in, turned it on. You can't see jack. You can't see a green, nothing. Okay, this is Hopalong's boss now. And Hopalong was there when she came back. She came in to show us the lamp, and ooh, pretty. The lamp was a sad, pitiful case. But okay, that's what you chose. So we looked at the lamp, and I'm looking at her. And she's like, well, how do you like it? I said, well, the light is really, you can't really see the green light. I mean, if it's supposed to be green lit, even if you turn off the lights. Oh, let's turn off the lights. Let's see how bright it is. It wasn't bright. I'm trying to tell her. I said, maybe if you had a different shade, maybe a white shade or a clear shade on this lamp, maybe it would have been better. Okay, well, why don't we try it without the shade, without the lamp shade? I said, you just want the green bulb to just be naked by itself? Let's see how that looks. It looked tacky. That's how it looked. Okay, so she walked away, and apparently she went to my supervisor. So later on, like about 15, 20 minutes later, here she comes with my supervisor. Oh, let's see where we could put the lamp and this, and that. And I said, well, didn't you want to put it over here where everybody could see it when you walk in? No, we're going to try to find someplace else. I said, okay. So they pushed 2 chairs together, took the table, put it over there, and put it over there where nobody can see it. So I said, isn't it supposed to be in an area where people can see? Well, people can see it as they walk back and forth. It's supposed to greet the veterans. So shouldn't it be near me? But I didn't say that. I said, oh, okay. And we're going to keep the shade off. What are your thoughts, Nancy, my supervisor, and her? I said, I don't like it. Why don't you like it? I said, because it looks naked and it looks incomplete. It looks like there should have been a shade on it, and now without the shade, it just looks kind of tacky. I was bold as all hell today. I don't know what the hell was going through me. Oh, really? But it looks like a regular street lamp. I said, well, what street lamp do you know that doesn't have a lampshade? Because all the street lamps that I know, they're either encompassed with lampshades, either going up this way or down this way. I've never really seen a street lamp without a lampshade. And then I ended that sentence with, I know I'm probably saying too much and I might get fired, but I don't like it. So my supervisor, she did one of these like, and then she's looking at Hopalong's supervisor. Now Hopalong had already gone back to her desk. And my supervisor's looking like, oh snap, she spoke. And then I continued with, well, you know, you wanted me to encompass my area, and this is my area. And if I'm supposed to represent the company and have a lamp that doesn't have a shade, it kind of looks incomplete. So they must have taken what I said to heart, because at the end of all of that, they were like, yeah, maybe, you know, we'll just try to get another lamp. They took the lamp, off it went. Now, the first time Hopalong's supervisor brought the lamp, Cutie came by and he said, what is that? I said, that's the lamp with the green light. And then I explained the whole thing to him. He's like, oh, yeah. And I said, don't worry, I didn't buy the lamp. He goes, oh, good, because I didn't want to hurt your feelings. So that thing is horrendous. I said, yeah, it is. But as you can see, nobody asked me, you know, if I could pick a lamp or no, they just bought the lamp and I'm just supposed to keep my mouth shut and just have it sit here. So I explained the whole thing to them, like what I said and what they said. And at the end, it looks like I won. And when I left, when it was time for me to go, Cutie and I took the elevator together. And I said, well, if you don't see me tomorrow, then you'll know that I must have overstepped my bounds. He goes, don't worry, I'm sure you'll be fine. And he goes, if they do something to you, I'll just blame the lamp. I said, woo, that's going to help. So, yeah, I was kind of bold today. Well, you asking for my opinion, right? See, first you bring me in, my supervisor, last year or whatever. You bring me in to the office. This was after Annie left because they wanted me to do the expense reports. So you bring me in and, you know, we really want you to be more involved and we want you to really own the reception area. And okay, so you want me to own the reception area. Okay, I'm owning the reception area now. You want me to own it? I own it. Okay, you are bringing some ugly, tacky lamp to my house, the reception area, and you're forcing me to like it, but you're asking for my opinion. Now, if you are asking for someone's opinion, be prepared to hear something that you may not want to hear. And I guess they did, because they took the lamp away. And as they're walking out the door, my supervisor and Hopalong's supervisor, I hear Hopalong's supervisor say, "Oh, I'll just make Hopalong go back to the store and return it and get another one." So I'm like, "Oh, damn. They're going to have Hopalong." Now, it was the supervisor, Hopalong's supervisor, who bought the lamp. Why don't you bring the lamp back? Why are you asking her to bring the lamp back? In any event, that sad, pitiful, tacky thing is not in the reception area. Okay. But here's another thing. Oh, today was full. Today was a full day. We got an email. Please clean your area because there are important guests coming tomorrow. Okay, here we go. I always say it. They're not coming to see me. So I'm gonna clean up my area the way I clean up my area. They're gonna come in, sign the book, and then they're just gonna keep it moving. So we get an email from the guy who's coming tomorrow. He is my company's boss. The boss of the company's boss. You know what I mean? His boss. So, or actually their boss, because the company has two bigwigs. So we got an email from this bigwig, stating that I'll be coming by to your office tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. And there's going to be this email was no joke. There's going to be some major changes, as if we haven't seen those already. People jumping ship and whatnot. There's going to be some major changes, and we have to tighten up the load. And this email was no joke. And it was 3 paragraphs long. And I'm reading this thing, and one of the 2 bosses of our company is mentioned in the email, stating that this person, his position will remain secure and he will continue to report to me this. But the other one's name was not mentioned anywhere in this email. And the email already started off with, we unfortunately had to say goodbye to 3 of our executives and blah, blah, blah. They had already fired 3. And you send out this email and you mention only one of our boss, but you don't mention another one, but you come into the office. So I could be reading into it and it could be nothing. But if you are coming to the office yourself and you have already set in place in an email that one of our bosses is already secure and you're not mentioning the other one, that means you're going to let the other one go, right? Or you're going to transfer him, or something is going to happen to the other one. Because if they were both secure, you would have mentioned both of their names in the email. You only mentioned one. And you're coming to our office tomorrow to, I assume, speak to both, or the one that you're going to let go. I don't understand what's going on, people. But every morning you got to do this and praise Jesus that you have a job to go to, because it's getting that serious. It's like no joke now. Like people are jumping ship and you don't care, and we got to tighten the load. What the hell does tighten the load mean? We already know we didn't get any raises or bonuses. What other things do you want us to do? Or are you going to do to the company? Like you are just sweeping clean for 2015 and then we are entering a new age in 2016? What the hell is going on? I really don't know. All I know is I'm going to just be me. I'm going to greet this person and have him meet whoever he needs to meet. And he couldn't have picked a worse time, because we got a fruit delivery because it's Wellness Wednesday. Where, oh, by the way, they're closing Wallbaum's stores all over, which is where we used to place our weekly orders. So now we had to transfer. We're no longer ordering from Wallbaum's. Now we're doing the Peapod from Stop and Shop. So that's a whole other thing. So we're going to have our first Peapod delivery in the office. Now, myself, I have given up on Wallbaum's ordering online for myself. I do the Stop and Shop because they are a little less money. So this is going to be Stop and Shop's first time delivering to our office for the Wellness Wednesday, and we're going to have to order from them from now on. Okay, that's all well and good. But tomorrow, my ass better be sitting at the desk by 9 o'clock, because I've got the food delivery coming between the hours of 9 and 11. This new head honcho of the company is coming at 9:30. Yeah, my ass better be there, because there's going to be a lot of activity. I really don't like a lot of activity, people. I really don't. And it's only the middle of the week. Just praise Jesus, you still have a job. That's all I have to say. So that's it. That's all. I've gone on longer than I thought I was going to go on. But here it is. I had to fill you in on everything, and I have filled you in on everything. So that is it. That is all. This is Lips of the Day with nothing else other than blush. I didn't do my mascara. I didn't do no eyeliner. And then this creature, giving me the side eyes, giving me the sad big eyes. You can't see them, but that's what he's giving me. He's probably apologizing. I'm sorry, mommy. I'm sorry. Heart attack number 1. Go to work. Heart attack number 2. I really need to go back to buying my lottery tickets. I really do. Okay, so that is it. That's all. I love you. I love my YouTube family. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. It's a nude. It's, there's really no big, great shakes. It almost looks like a clear because really it's like the color of my lips. But it is a nude. So, and this is what it looks like again. So there you have it. Okay, so that's it. I love you. I will fill you in tomorrow. Okay? And if you don't see me tomorrow, it's probably because there was just too much happening and I just can't take it. But I hope to see you tomorrow. All right? I love you. Let me know what you think. Hit me up. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Okay. Bye now.